Good morning. It's June 27th at 10:49 Eastern Standard Time, and I have a meeting that was just put back an hour. So I thought this might be a great opportunity to talk about the way House Fixers is different for contractors. In the House Fixers system, once you're a vetted contractor, you will be able to sign in and take a lead at no cost for yourself. If you think of yourself like an Uber driver, you sign in and you see a lead and it's in your area and it's in your expertise. And then what you're going to do is snag it and take it for yourself. We are not going to charge the contractors for these leads. In the beginning, what we want to do is we want to get everybody started with this program. And I think you're going to find it a little bit addictive because if you're, let's say, an electrician and someone wants to add an outlet in their basement, which actually down here in my studio, which is in my basement, I have to do that to hook up a jacuzzi tub in the back and next to the sauna, right? So we need to run electric because that's a different power level. So I need a guy to come in. So I would come into House Fixers and I would say, I need an electrical job done. And a local electrician might sign into House Fixers and say, are there any electrical jobs near me? Oh yeah, I've got to run some wiring from the box about 80 feet. Here's some photos. Here's where the wiring's going to run. Oh yeah, okay, that's $720 to do that job. Yeah, I can do that. It'll take me about a day. So he snags it, takes it for himself. Just think, if you're a contractor, if you're paying for the leading companies out there, and I don't know of an exception, you have to pay, and you get a number and a name, but that number and name is also given out to other contractors. To be fair, it's probably so that they can make sure that they get a response back to their client who needs the work done, right? Last thing you want is the homeowners sitting there with no response when they get on your website and look for work to be done. However, at the same time, it doesn't really work in that format because there's like 5 different people calling the homeowner saying, I'll take this job. I guess one concept could be then you get them to bid against each other or something, much like bid FTA or eBay or something. But that's not what we want to do. We want to provide quality leads to the contractors. Once you're affiliated with us and you've been approved through the 5-step process, we want the contractors to be able to sign in, see if there's any jobs. Oh yeah, here's one, take it, and it only goes to them. Almost the same as an Uber driver who would sign in and he sees that there's a ride near his house and he's got to take them 30 miles somewhere. With us, you're going to see how much you're going to get paid. The contractor does not choose the price. The price is chosen by a professional algorithm that measures where it is in the country, what kind of job it is, how many hours it'll estimate, what type of materials are required, and then this job should be this much. So when the contractor sees, let's say $720 to do this electrical in this basement, he's going to understand, I'm going to have to buy some Romex, and I'm going to have to buy some conduit, and I'm going to have to do this and that and a couple other things. That's probably going to cost a couple $100. So I'm going to make about $520 for my labor, and it's probably a one-day job. That's not too bad. Most of our jobs tend to be about $500, and some of them, believe it or not, are $1,000 a day if you put in a long day. We've had guys do long days and get paid $1,000. So that's what House Fixers is all about on the contractor side. I'll make another video to talk about what we mean to be on the homeowner side, or on the realtor loan officer side if you're doing a pending real estate transaction. But we have now moved from just doing real estate pending or just doing in-home healthcare. We're out in the open market. So we do work with just people who just need jobs done at their house. And they can be big. I mean, we've done some pretty big jobs last year, 14, 15, 20,000. And we have small. Typically, these jobs are kind of small. They're kind of one-day in and out jobs. And those are kind of desirable if you're a contractor. Maybe you're a retired electrician and you don't want to work 40 hours somewhere, or maybe you're a young guy and you want to pick up some extra money to pay for a vacation, or maybe you're a guy who works 40 hours a week for a big contractor, like I know a guy who does electrical, putting in new McDonald's, let's say, and then he's done and he wants to uh, make a little bit of extra on the weekend. This is perfect for all of those types of individuals. So welcome to the Diamond Studio here. It's about 99% complete. Yesterday was the first video we made here, which is very exciting. We still got to hook up all the sound and the lights and everything else, but we're moving along pretty quick here. So I just wanted to get this video out. If you're a contractor and you want to know what Housefixrs is, that is what we do. Look for other videos that will explain what it's like. We're a little bit different with realtors and loan officers in that if you do a job of a real estate transaction in pending status, we pay the contractor, but we don't get paid until closing. As far as the in-home healthcare and as far as the open market, obviously it's more traditional where we will tell you what this is going to cost, and if you approve it, then after we're done and after you approve the work, then we would ask for payment. By the way, if you're a contractor with Housefixrs, you don't get paid until it's signed off and approved. Okay, so we do have arbitration. There is obviously some people that will try to take advantage, but generally speaking, it's when the client feels that the job is done right that we feel that you should get paid. So seems fair. We try to be fair to everybody. So we do understand sometimes homeowners will be unreasonable, and we can try to represent. I'll give you a quick example. In Airbnb, I've had people stay at my Airbnb properties, and they're being very unfair. It's exactly the way I said it would be. One lady wanted an electrical outlet put in next to the bed. She was upset. There was one behind the headboard, and there was one 2 feet over, but she said there should be one right next to the bed. I don't know what to say about that, right? So she put a complaint in and tried to pay less for her stay at my house, and I gave her probably something off for that. I don't really remember, to tell you the truth, but that's arbitration, which Airbnb does, and we would do the same thing. Not representing the homeowner per se, not representing the contractor per se, but just trying to come up with some sort of fair and equitable agreement in case there's some sort of problem. But 99.9% of the time, there isn't a problem, and so we don't have to worry about it too much. All right, thanks. Have a great day. See you on the next video. Boom.